過ぎた季節が嘘だとしても重ねたぬくもりは嘘じゃない君が残した背中の傷跡は今もずっと甘くてだからずっと痛くて
Yo, hey there guys, what it do? It's your boy, Leon Mookie here, and I'm giving you another chapter of The Blazing Gamer of DxD. In the last chapter, I basically went on Leon's first, battle zone mission, where he basically took out 100 villains based off a timer, and while each enemy gains at least a portion of experience within the zone. And clearing the missions gain rewards and experience and GP. He also getting to know Ragna and Diluc a lot more, with the two actually respecting Leon, with Ragna seeing Leon like that as a little brother, and Diluc seeing him as a worthy master to follow, even with them having a maxed out relation with Leon. With now, things are starting to get a little interesting. So, with that said, let's get into this, shall we guys? Chapter 3, The Order of Flames. In Kuo Town, in an old school building where the Occult Research Club of Kuo Academy is located, with soon a young woman having that of crimson red hair and that of bright blue eyes sits at a desk, and she has that of a voluptuous figure that would make any girl quite jealous, and any guy couldn't take their eyes away. And also another young lady with that of black long hair and a ponytail, with that of violet eyes, having that of a smile on her face, and quite a voluptuous body, but her breasts bigger than the girl in red with the red hair. And another person in the ominous room, being a little girl with that of silver hair and gold eyes, with having that of a bland look on her face, with the girl in red, known as Ria Scrimmery, saying, "And you're sure about this Konako?" With the silver-haired girl, known as Konako, saying, "Yes, I felt it when I was on the way to the shopping district. I was planning on getting some more snacks, and then I saw him, a man with such a tremendous presence. He was close to that of a high-class devil. He had red hair and wore that of a black uniform. His eyes were also piercing red. There was something about him. His magical power was off the charts. From his presence alone, he seems like a high-class devil. But if I fought him, I would think he would have the strength. He had the aura more of a ultimate class devil, though." With hearing that, soon the girl, known as Akano, standing alongside Rias, saying, "So, Madam President, how should we do this? He was human, could he be an exorcist?" With then Rias saying, I'm not sure. Konako, did you track him?" With her saying, "I sent my familiar after him. It seems like he was heading more to the outskirts of the city, possibly in the woods." Saying, "The woods? Why? It's true that was he heading to one of the abandoned churches out there?" Saying, "It didn't seem like it. It seemed like he was heading to that new building that was constructed just a couple weeks ago." Saying, within Akano saying, "That should be where the new transfer student is. Didn't Sona tell you about them, Rias?" With Rias saying, "Oh yeah, I recall. I believe his name is Leon Takatoshi, if I recall. He's an African-American, half-Japanese boy. I believe his family is quite rich, so they built him a city on the outskirts. I think they would have done so in the city, but I think it would cause too much of a problem with Soon. I don't know anything about him. That should be more Sona's territories. But if he has somebody that powerful with him, he could cause a problem. Let's just make sure. Let's just see if he doesn't do anything like that. I'll keep an eye on him tomorrow. Sona did say he started his school here. He started his first day tomorrow. With that, Akino saying, "As you wish, Madam President. Konako, you can leave too." With Soon, the silver-haired girl nods and then leaves the club room. Back with Leon, saying, "All right, this should work." As he begins using the gamer's crafting system, saying, "All right, craft." With then a bright light soon emerges from the palm of his hand, as it being that of a bracelet. With Soon looking up, saying, "Magic suppressing bracelet allows you to suppress your magical powers. Keep yourself detected from anybody wanting to know who you are." Saying, "Nice. It's only level 1. I can probably upgrade it once I upgrade my crafting system. But it's a good thing I'm able to do this." As he looks around in his room, he has he has at least 10 healing potions, 5 mana potions, and at least a couple of regular swords and shields, trying to improve his crafting system, which has reached that of level 5. Good. With this magic bracelet, I should be able to walk around town without any of the devils, such as Rias and Sona, being able to sense me. It's good. Honestly, when I realized that Diluc went out on his own, it was most likely that they felt his immense magical power. Given that his vision is a source of his strength, but now being part of the gamer, he doesn't even need his vision. Possibly that they were also tracking it could also mean that they were sensing his vision as well. So if that's the case, I should make sure that I can keep it. Actually, if I think about it, I could probably use his vision to craft something unique, possibly another source of energy, another source of powerful energy to improve. That could work. But I don't want to risk it. At least not yet, until I can actually feel like I have a more understanding of this system yet. Within the gamer saying, "What? So not going to take any more risk?" With Leon saying, "Of course not. If I take any unnecessary risk like that, I'm most likely going to get myself screwed over." Also, it's best if Diluc stays out, at least until he give him another magic suppression bracelet, which I'm doing right now, as he crafts another one for Diluc. As for Ragna, he'll probably want to leave the house from time to time. I know the guy hates being cooped up. Hopefully, as we train, I could give him like new skills that allow him to fly around or teleport. Oh, wait, forgot. He hates teleportation, given that a certain vampire always shows up out of the blue, alongside a couple other people as well. So I'll keep that. So probably just the power to flight. Yeah, that would be better. At any rate, I'll make Ragna another magic suppression accessory as well. So, but I better make sure that this is my last one. Gotta get up early for school. With the gamer saying, "Seriously, why did you make your backstory that you want to go to Kuo Academy? I mean, what's the point? You have all the resources that you need." Within Leon saying, "That's the thing. Everything happens at Kuo Academy in this world. Sure, given that I have already knowledge of this world already, and I could have just gone back to my original age of 24 back in my old life. But what's the point in that? I mean, like I said, everything happens at Kuho Academy. Besides all the hotties there, most of the plot is always there too. So, if I become more prevalent there, I'll have a lot more clout with the other factions. Given that my past got me included with both the church and the Gogori, it also makes things a lot more easier for me. Next up would be the Devils. What soon? But you also said that you wanted to live a normal life. So was that a lie? Yes and no. I want to live a normal life, but a normal life where people know not to fuck with me. That's it. If they do, well, they're going to leave, but in a body bag. Within the gamer, it almost seems like it was laughing, saying, my, you really are a sociopath. Saying, like I said, used to be. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be bringing out the old sociopathic self any chance I get. Besides, it's going to be more fun to see when people want to try me. Any rate, that's enough for today. As soon he puts all his new potions in his inventory alongside the new accessories as well. And before he goes into his futon, saying, oh, right. I better make sure, since I have enough points, it gives me enough time to put this up. As he goes into compound, saying, as he chooses that of magical barrier, make sure that no magic can go through from that of sneaking magic, viewing magic, or any other. The only person that can let people in is only me and those who are part of my guild. Select magical barrier, upgrade to level 7. Anyone on the level of that of an ultimate class devil cannot get through the barrier. Cost 100,000 GP. With that, so next up, I want to add at least a couple more rooms. I'm most likely going to add more people are going to join me, both outside this world and the next and other world too. So, add rooms, cost 500 GP. From that, which there used to be that of 7 rooms to now that's of 10 rooms now. Nice. And I should probably add a couple other places too. Possibly a game. Maybe a game room as well. I mean, we already have a dojo in here, so no reason to add that. Oh yeah, should probably reinforce that in case I might want to spar there with any of the others, or possibly make it bigger as well. Upgrade dojo, level 3, cost 250 GP. With that takes care of that. Alright, time to get to bed now. Now with the barrier up, no one should be able to get through. With that, Leon soon gets into his futon and prepare and get ready for the next day. As he soon goes to sleep, he soon realized that he's not alone, as he's in his inner mind saying, so you finally talked to me after all these years, Bahamut. With soon look behind him, seeing a massive black dragon with that massive wings, as he looks like he's standing on his two hands with his massive claws, and it also looks like he's crossing his arms. With Suit saying, "So, wielder, originally I didn't think that you were worthy of my time. Seeing that you only go from place to place, being used by others. You are nothing but a puppet. I didn't think that you were worthy of being my wielder, so I didn't talk. However, once you left those fallen crows, I thought it was necessary, and now I see that you've gotten stronger as well. I couldn't help but figure things out. Also, this mysterious power you have now. What is it?" Saying, alright. Oh, I guess the gamer didn't access until after today. I should make sure, since he is my sacred gear, he should know. I mean, he has more right to know than anyone else. Sorry, Bahamut, but this power was just given to me today. It's called the Gamer. It basically gives me more access to more ways of training and even improving myself and others around me. With this, we should be able to become even stronger than our enemies, the White Dragon Emperor and the Red Dragon Emperor. Within, Bahamut looks like he's raising an eyebrow, saying, "You say that. However, you barely scratched the surface of my sacred gear. You have only been able to seal people power with every strike that you deal. And now that you are stronger, you're now able to access the secondary function of my power of the sacred gear, that being the power to seal away others in a pocket dimension, otherwise known as the cage." Saying, all right, I figured as much. But the cage is only a limited space. It's only a pocket dimension that I can only access using the sacred gear. So you're already aware of that. I see that the Gamer didn't just give you an enhanced intelligence, but it also made you figure out my sacred gear more than you did before. I get, maybe it's not a bad thing. Saying, wow, this guy really is an asshole. But that's all dragons for you. Look, I may not be the strongest of all your vessels, I'm guessing, but due to my dragon lineage, and the reason I was able to live longer than I did is because of it. But that doesn't mean I can't grow to become your strongest wielder, in not just this life, but any other life as well. Within Bahamut saying, explain, the Gamer, we can grow even stronger, become even stronger, better than any human, stronger than any devil, surpass any fallen or angel, no matter even become that of greater than gods. They say that Longinus has killed gods, but yet no Longinus has ever done it before, right? With then Bahamut saying, you do know that some gods are needed for the world. Just because I have the power to slay gods doesn't mean we should. With Leon caught off guard, but only for a split second, saying, right, he's my sacred gear I created. Basically, he's a dragon of justice and order. He only believes that using his power for a justifiable reason. The reason he got involved with the rivalry between that of Albion and Drake is because they were causing too much destruction across the world. And that's why he became the third rival in their infinite battle for literal centuries. It's also the reason why all the other factions basically teamed up to kill the two. But if there was 3 heavenly dragons forcing them to team up, I'm surprised that there's not an actually automatic peace, given how many losses that they would take and how many both angels, fallen angels, and devils would die in just the presence of 3 of them. So it only makes sense. So I only have one question: what happened afterwards, and how many did survive? With soon Leon shaking his head, saying, "Doesn't matter. It's not the point right now." As he looks back at Bahamut, saying, "Look, Bahamut, this is the only way for us to become even stronger. If we do this, we'll be able to surpass the current Red Dragon Emperor and White Dragon Emperor. I'm pretty sure after I left the Gogori, Volley Lucifer, who is currently the Divine Dividing's wielder, he's considered to be the strongest White Dragon Emperor in both the past, present, and future." Within, Bahamut saying, "A Lucifer is the White Dragon Emperor now? How is that? He's not 100% devil. He's half human and half devil. He currently joined the Gogori because he despises his grandfather, Rizavim Lucifer." With that, saying, I see. What about the Red Dragon Emperor? That's the thing. The Red Dragon Emperor the current one is complicated. He's currently a kid at Kuo Academy, the school I plan on going to tomorrow. He hasn't even awakened his sacred gear. Hell, he's not even aware of the supernatural in general. However, he's also a huge ass pervert. He's considered to be the leader of a group known as the Perverted Trio. His name is Issei Hayato. With that, Bahamut Singh, I see. So that's Drake's current vessel and current user. So, what reason do you have to tell me this? If you tell me this now, he's not even a threat. Exactly, he isn't a threat, but at least not yet. With Bahamut surprised hearing those words, saying, this territory is that of Devil territory, ran by 2 female devils, the heirs of House of Gremory and House of Citri. With then Bahamut saying, you came to territories of those 2? What reason? I didn't even know at the time. Kuo Academy was one of the most prestigious academies in Japan. So I figured, why not go there just to have a normal life? And I'll be able, not only that, it will be a good resume once I take up my father's company, right? So, but I didn't think about that at first. But if that's the case, not only I will take my father's company, but it would also have a close relationship with the devils. They won't mess with us. Or rather, if I make a deal for them not to mess with us. With then soon Bahamut saying, you're quite the schemer, Leon. Originally, you would never think of this. You were just the kind of person to just live by and survive. Basically, I was used by the church after my parents died. After escaping from the church and joining the Gogori, I was still used by them. But at least they treat me more like a human being, even though many of the fallen did see me as nothing but that of an inferior human. Even though second generation fallen angels are no better than humans anyway. But I digress. All I wanted was to survive, so I could make my true plan, my real plan. I want to create my own faction. With then Bahamut saying, are you insane? Why would you think about it? If I have my own faction, people will treat me with more respect. People will take me seriously. And people will no longer see me as that of an inferior human with dragon DNA. Hell, it's because of my dragon DNA, many fallen knew not to screw with me. Same goes with the Exorcist as well. But even so, I'm not going to take up this opportunity to take. I have both the DNA of a dragon. I already know I'm going to live pretty long, even with this human body. But I want to build a legacy where people can feel like they've been safe. Though those who feel like they're weakened and feel like they have no power can come to me. I'm going to, not only that, I'm going to make sure that those biblical faction bastards actually keep their treaty and have hit real everlasting peace instead of this goddamn Cold War bullshit. With then Bahamut saying, well, it looks like you really have grown after all these years, Leon, in just only a matter of time. So, what do you need of me, partner? With Leon couldn't help but smirk, saying, piece of cake. Just say Bahamut may be strong and powerful, but he's a simpleton when it comes to that of order, justice, and equality. He's not the balancing dragon for nothing. It's what I made him to become. Easy to manipulate and easy to seek out true justice for all, and equality as well. All I want is your true power. I want your balance breaker. Hearing this, Bahamut was taken off guard, saying, Personally, I'd rather if you didn't. However, given that you've become stronger, and not only that, you've become more self-aware, I believe that you are ready for my balance breaker. But I wish to test you. Prove to me that you wish to be somebody who wants to give power to the powerless. Show me that you earned my balance breaker, partner. I don't want to just give you power out of necessity. I may be a dragon, and I may take what I want, but I still seek that of equality amongst the ranks. It's the reason why I am the only of the heavenly dragons that can rival our very own dragon god, Office. Within, Leon can help but smirk, saying, yeah, right. Just because you can rival her power doesn't mean you can actually beat her. But I digress. Even so. You're on, Bahamut. I will. But soon, a text bubble soon appears, saying, Bonding Quest. Bahamut has given you a task to obtain his balance breaker. Prove your justice and your convictions to your Sacred Gear partner. Goal: help those weaker than the supernatural races gain power. Target number 0 out of 3. Bonding quest, huh? I'm guessing that these are special quests. If I help out people who are close to me, I can gain more power and learn their abilities as well. This is gonna be a lot more fun. Definitely. With soon, Leon looks at Bahamut saying, I accept. With Bahamut, it almost looked like he was smiling, saying, I see. Well then, I hope that you are able to complete these tasks, Leon. Good luck, partner. Within, purple flames begin to emerge from the area, engulfing Leon. However, Leon is not affected by this thing. Gamer's mind has activated. You are now waking up from your inner world. With soon, Leon saying, I am definitely going to love this. Also, I'm already aware of the 3 people I plan on helping gain power. As Leon couldn't help but smirk, thinking of 3 certain ladies at Kuo Academy. As then, Leon soon wakes up with the alarm going off on his phone, with him waking up at least around 5 o'clock in the morning, with soon saying, well, first day at Kuo Academy. As he gets out of his futon, takes a shower, and getting on his Kuo Academy uniform. As he looks at the black button-up shirt and black pants, as Leon basically says, this is too boring and bland. Why don't I add my own little flair to it? With soon the gamer saying, you actually have a way to... Actually, your academy uniform can be changed up as much as you like. You can have the simple look, the open button look, the basically I don't care look, or that slacker look, or the easygoing look. With soon showing quite a bit of assortment, being the proper button-up blazer, the open blazer, the wrinkled shirt pants, and opened up shirts basically rushed, or the sweat, or wear the blazer under a sweatshirt hoodie. Definitely that. I've always liked that kind of look. It's really stupid that protagonists never actually wear that look, and it's always the easygoing guys that wear that stuff. As he selects that, he puts on his academy uniform, with then wearing the academy black blazer under a red sweatshirt. With Leon thinking, yeah, nice, definitely nice. It's still around winter right now, so it kind of makes sense to wear something like this. As Leon soon leaves his room, he soon heads to the kitchen, where DeLucas already prepared breakfast. However, Ragna isn't up yet. With soon DeLuca saying, "Oh, hello, master. Already up? I was already preparing for breakfast, with soon Leon saying, "You want me to help out?" With Luke saying, "No need. I think I can handle this myself." Saying, "I'm actually surprised that you're able to do stuff like this. I mean, even though I know you own a bar, I figured somebody like you who was raised somewhat that of nobility would actually, saying, I'm not really a noble. Just because my father owned a winery doesn't mean I had a silver spoon in my mouth." With then Leon saying, right, sorry. With then Luke saying, "No apologies needed, master." Anyway, just getting things ready. You take a seat. With then Leon actually sitting at the dinner table. With soon a couple minutes had passed, Luke has already finished breakfast. As he's saying, "Eat up. You gotta have a big meal before going to school. Isn't that right?" Saying, "Yeah, thanks, man. Also, you didn't just make that of Western food, you also made that of Japanese as well." Saying, "Well, it's normal in this food is normal in Mondstadt. Also that of Inazuma as well. So it's not too hard to make. I was actually worried that most of the ingredients wouldn't work, but but everything is pretty similar in my world." But soon, Leon saying, "Makes sense. Teyvat is pretty similar to Earth in every way. The only difference is that there's magic, gods, and basically other things. And otherworldly creatures too. But other than that, food is somewhat similar, just named differently. But either way, I'm not looking at... Again, I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth." As Leon began scarfing down his breakfast, and having that of a full stomach, as he has at least a couple more hours, another hour before he needs to get ready for school. With then Ragnar soon waking up going into the dining room, having that of a big yawn. With soon Leon saying, well, had a good nap, Mr. Wanted Criminal?" With soon Ragnar saying, "Honestly, it's the best nap I've had in years. Normally, I don't really have much of a good sleeping schedule, given that I've always had to keep one eye open and I don't really sleep too long. But to be honest, this was the first time I actually had a proper rest." With soon saying, "Not surprising, Mr. Wanted Criminal all across the world with the biggest bounty." With then Luke saying, "So, Ragnar, you're a criminal?" With saying, "It's not what you think. Yeah, it's a total misunderstanding. He was facing against his world's corrupt government, which is known as the Novus Orbis Librarium. So, and because of that, he was branded a criminal." Saying, "Ah, I see. Well, I guess that cuts out, but still." With then Ryan saying, "Geez, seriously, just because the world sees me as a criminal, even though I'm not really a criminal. I'm just fighting against the real threats. But what I was really a criminal for is because of one thing: destroying my world's cauldrons." With soon Luke saying, "Cauldrons? Care to explain?" With soon Leon saying, "You guys can talk it out. I still got at least 30 more minutes before I had to head out for school. So you guys talk as much as you like before I come back. After that, we can actually get back to training. I want to get a little bit stronger, and I think you guys should get a feel for the other battle zones as well, because there's more than just clearing out enemies." With soon Ryan saying, "All right, I'm up for it." With soon Luke saying, "As am I. Ready? Just ask whenever you need us, master." Hearing this, Leon can help but smirk, saying, "Thanks, guys. Oh, right, before I forget," as he soon brings out his inventory, he tosses a bracelet towards Luke and soon a necklace towards Ragnar, as both of them catch their accessories effortlessly. With soon Ragnar saying, "What the hell is this?" With soon Leon saying, "It's a magic suppression charm." And Luke, that's a magic suppression bracelet. After you told me you went into town to to get us some supplies to eat, I realized most likely the devils have already figured out somebody as powerful as you is already in town. I figure it's possibly that staying inside suppresses our magic before the barrier comes in. Before I put up the barrier, so we have at least that of a 20 feet meet radius before people can sense us. But thanks to the barrier, we're now blocked. But even so, once we leave the barrier, Ryan is saying, all those damn supernatural devils and other races will be aware of us in town. I thought as much. And you didn't think of this, Luke? Saying, I wasn't for sure. Normally, having power like this is normal around in Mondstadt, and people learn not to mess with me. I am quite sorry. I'm quite sorry, Master Leon. Please forgive me. Nah, that's my fault. I should have told you about that, but I was too busy trying to gain my levels that I didn't tell you. It's my fault as a leader not telling you this. With Sue running saying, damn, seriously? No need of the self-pity party, kid. We got it. But, to be honest, if they do know how strong we are, and given that they'll also learn to keep their distance if they know what's good for them. With soon Leon saying, yeah, about that. The two people who are in charge of this town are naive and inexperienced. So knowing them, they'll basically they'll make sure to come and check us out. They'll keep an eye on us. But if they see us basically become a threat, they'll attack us with no hesitation. And given how strong you guys are alone, they'll basically get their asses kicked without even knowing it. With that, soon, Luke saying, so we now need to make sure to suppress our power to make sure nobody knows about us, so they won't take us seriously. Basically, it will make people think. Right now, you guys' levels are around the 50s. Once you put on those bracelets, you'll at least be around that of level 40. I can only bring. They're not strong charms. They only brought it down to at least 10. So I'll figure out a way to enhance them to the point that it suppresses your magical power entirely. But until then, please use those once you go out. With Soon, Ryan is saying, why give me a necklace? Saying, seriously? Did you really want a bracelet or a ring? With then Ragnar looks up saying, you got a point there. Think it's better if I have a necklace. With saying, good. All right, I'll catch you guys later. See you this afternoon. As he heads to the front door and puts on that of black and red sneakers. With then soon Gamer saying, so you plan on achieving your balance breaker. Who do you have in mind on to give power to? With Leon soon commenting saying, the devils only go after those with strong sacred gears or have that of a huge amount of magical power. Only that. They never really go after anybody who actually has natural potential and talent. So why go after somebody that has no magical power, or I should go after those who could actually be useful in combat alone. With then saying, smart. So who do you have in mind? With soon saying, 2 girls. They're currently part of Kuo's Kendo Club. Not only that, they're the enemy of all perverts. And I already know a way to get into their good graces. So that's going to be easy. As for the third one, she has no magical potential, no combat potential whatsoever. But then the gamer getting confused saying, so why go after her? Simple. She's the biggest female pervert in this entire world. With that, Leon is already preparing for his plan to gain new recruits for his guild. As he walks to Kuo Academy, he sees already a couple of people noticing him, with many of them actually making comments saying that he looks pretty cute. Is he a foreigner? With soon the male students say, Oh, great. Another pretty boy. And not only that, he's a foreigner as well. Ugh, seriously? Within, Leon couldn't help but sigh, saying, "You know, I thought the peanut gallery was kind of weird in the actual anime, in manga as well. But hearing it in person, it's really annoying. I'm kind of the person that prefers not to stand out in a crowd. But given that I'm African American and Japanese at the same time, and I also have dragon blood in me as well, I'm gonna have quite a bit of people on me. Ugh. Well, even though I wanted this is one of the other downsides of me still having my personality from my old life, being an introvert and all. Well, whatever. Let's get this over with, as I soon arrive to the massive school. The school that's known to have not just that of high school, but also that of a junior high, and college. With saying, seriously, from an all girls school had all this, and then turned co-ed once those devil girls came. Seriously, what a pain. Oh, right. Since I came here early, around 4 months from now, that means I'm a first year here at Kuo. That also means Rias and Sona are most likely that of second years. Well, that's going to be interesting. Any rate, let's get this over with. As soon as I step into Kuo Academy, I could already feel the barrier around the school, with then soon saying, "So, good thing I have this bracelet that's suppressing my magic. Once I enter this school without the bracelet, they were going to figure out that I have immense magic power. Let's keep it in mind. Let's keep it from here." As I enter the building, I still feel quite a bit of eyes on me. However, one pair of eyes is hard not to miss, as it being from the queen of the student council president of Kuo, Tsubaki Shinra. But not just her, it also comes another pair of eyes being from another devil, as it being the queen of Rias Grimmery, Akano Himejima. So she really is a Himejima. Given that I've crossed paths with her cousin, Suzuku. Not gonna lie, I can actually see the resemblance. Just that Suzuku is at least a couple years older than Akano, if I remember. From not just my memories, but also the memories of the manga and light novel too. But I digress. I shouldn't linger too much on it. As soon as I arrived to the doors of the school, I was soon approached by Tsubaki, saying, "Hello, you must be Leon Katoshi, isn't that right?" Saying, "Yeah, that's me." And you are Tsubaki Shinra. I'm the vice president of the student council. I'm supposed to take you to Miss Shitori. Saying, "Miss Shitori?" Sona Shitori. She is in charge of the student council. Oh, cool. Wait, shouldn't I go to the teacher's office and meet, and so I can get my schedule and know which my homeroom is? With then soon saying, "Do not worry, we can handle that." Saying, "Wait, really? Huh? I knew they had control over Kuo, but to this degree, to the point that that not even the teachers are important to something like this? Something doesn't add up. I figured that somebody might have seen Luke, given that he wasn't using the suppression bracelet I gave him today. Did somebody from her peerage was aware of Luke? Did he know? Do they know? No, they couldn't. Or did somebody from Ria's peerage already told her? Or did Ria's tell her? That doesn't sound like Ria's. She's the kind of person that would keep shit like this from Sona. Or rather, she would forget to at least tell Sona. Whatever. I'll basically let it be for now. Until then, I'll just have to follow." As he get out of his mind saying, "Lead the way, Miss Shinra." saying, quite the manners. Well, I am half Japanese after all, from my father's side. So he did tell me about a bit of Japanese culture, and given that I will take over his company soon after. Ah, yes. You are, I hear, you're a rich boy, isn't that right? Saying, I hate being called that. I'm just your everyday kid who lost his parents in a plane crash and soon had to inherit his company. Inherit his company once he turns 18, but currently is now allowing older people to dictate his actions right now. So nothing major like that. I'm just a normal kid with normal issues. As I say this with that of a cheerful smile. With Tsubaki caught off guard by that, saying, he said all that just so cheerfully. It's almost like he doesn't want to be bothered by it. I can tell he's probably been through a lot, and he's used to being pitied by people. So he's probably just putting on a brave face. I see. I understand. Please follow me, Mr. Katoshi. Understood. That Leon follows Tsubaki, as he soon walks around the school, heading up a couple of stairs and a couple of hallways. He tries to get a feel of the place for at least a bit, see if he can remember the place, as it's quite bigger from the inside than it is from the outside. But given that this is a huge-ass academy with other schools a part of it, it only makes sense that it would need to be pretty huge. As we soon arrived at two wooden doors, within Tsubaki saying, in here is the student council room. Saying, alright, thanks. Within Tsubaki nods before grabbing onto the door handle and going close to it saying, Miss President, I have brought Mr. Leon Katoshi to the student council room. May we enter? With soon a voice coming through the door saying, you can. Bring him in. With soon the door opens, and seeing a massive room inside with two couches, a coffee table with that of a chess set, and a couple of desks on each side of the room, with a massive wooden desk in the back, and sitting at it being a girl with red glasses, short black hair, and quite a small bust size, being the student council president and heir to the Citri household, Sona Citri, or Sona Shitori, as she likes being called here at Kuo. With then Leon thinking, seriously, why the hell does she go by Sona Shitori? Is that really going to trick anybody who knows the Debo hierarchy, especially for the supernatural races? Whatever, doesn't matter. I shouldn't brought too much attention to myself. With soon, Sona saying, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Katoshi. With saying, oh, it's a pleasure too, Miss President. But please, call me Leon. You don't have to call me by my last name. With saying, I see. But I can't, please. I insist. I lived in Europe most of my life. I'm used to people calling me by my first name instead of my last. So it only just seems right. With soon saying, you are half Japanese, right? I am aware that it's more honorable and more respectful to be called by your last name instead. My father taught me that. But I'm more used to being called by my first name by living in the United Kingdom and Switzerland all my life after all. With then soon saying, if that's what you wish, Leon. Saying, that quickly? That should be a lot more stricter than that. Whatever. And I hope that you enjoy your time here at Kuo Academy. With Leon saying, of course. A couple of chairmen from my father's company told me about this place. That it's quite one of the most respected schools here in Japan. And I thought it would be perfect. But I was a little bit worried given that it was a girls' school after all. So I wasn't for sure if I should take up the offer. Within hearing this, both Sona and Tsubaki's ears perked up at hearing this, saying, oh, why do you say that? Well, not only I'm a foreigner, but a school filled with only girls and only a few guys. I figured that a gossip must go around pretty quickly, especially when a couple of girls who see a foreigner of all things, right? Well, half foreigner. With then, so to saying, you know quite a bit of the way of how girls work. Well, let's just say I've been around my fair share. I'd rather not bring it up though. But still, it's a good school, and if I graduate, I'll have more of a reason for people at my father's company to treat me seriously. Nothing more, nothing less. With that, son is saying, all business and you have a goal to achieve. I respect that. As soon she has a folder within soon saying, you'll be going to class 1B. Your homeroom teacher is named Tsuyomi Inoue. She'll be your homeroom teacher. She's also the main English teacher for the first years and second years as well. With Leon saying, thank you for the information. But I have to say, why tell me this? Why not let me go to the, teacher's office and the teachers tell me this instead? With soon, Sona can help but smile saying, that's because most of the student council take care of the work here. It's to give the students a more, especially the student council. It gives the student council more leadership positions once they graduate here from Kuo, or go straight to the college campus, of course. With hearing that, soon Leon saying, I see. Bullshit. The only reason that it's like that is because Rias' damn father is here. And not only that, both of you are in charge of the territory here in Kuo. So of course that the two of you have more control over this damn school than any of the teachers. It's ridiculous. But if I was a overpowered high school girl with the power of a devil, and I control over an entire city, of course I'm going to have control over an entire school as well. And the only reason that they came to this school is because they want to try and live a normal life. So Sona, because she wants to learn on make a rating game school for the underworld for both reincarnated devils and low-class devils alike. And also Rias, well, she just likes Japan because she's a damn otaku, that's what. But there's nothing wrong with that. I was the same way growing up too. With then soon Leon saying, I see. Well, if you guys are in charge of the school, if the teachers be trusting you, then I trust in you too. I'll be seeing. Thank you for telling me this. I'll see you around. With soon Leon is about to leave while waving to the two ladies. However, as soon as he opens the door, he soon sees a couple other girls as well, as it being Sona's peerage, saying, oh, excuse me, as he soon gets past the girls, with then one of them being a girl with that of blue hair named Tsubasa saying, hey, Miss President, was that the transfer student or the new guy that you plan on getting to the peerage next year? With then Sona saying, he's the new transfer student that came in today. His name is Leon Katoshi. With soon another one of the girls saying, Katoshi, I feel like I've heard that name before. With then one of them saying, a girl with silver hair, Momo, saying, well, actually, the Katoshi family is in charge of the Mizio Enterprise, basically a huge company that's in charge of developing new technology for Japan and the world. They also own multiple small businesses, which my father's company is also partnered with them, but I never actually met with the heir. That was him, Miss President? With Sona saying, yeah. But to be honest, I'm more surprised. It seems like I thought that he'd be something special, but it seems like he barely has any magical power. It seems like he might be just a normal rich boy who lost his parents and just wants to get his family company. with soon one of the other girls saying, "Wow, that's sad." Well, but he does seem pretty cute for a foreigner boy. With then Momo saying he's also half Japanese. Tomoe with then saying, "Oh yeah, sorry." With then Tsubaki saying, "There's something about him that seems off, Madam President. It almost seems like he's used to something like this, or rather, he was preparing it. But it could be just my imagination." With soon Sona saying, "Could be, but it was hard for me to read his face. It seemed like he just wanted to get this over with." Makes sense from an orphan boy from a billion-dollar yen company possibly moving from country to country, school to school. He probably doesn't think that he can probably trust people or care about them. Let's try to help him out as much as we can. With soon, Leon was about to head to his classroom before he bumps into somebody as both of them fell down, saying, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going." With soon saying, "Oh my, it looks like you've caught our Madam President at such an opportune time." Saying, "Wait, what? Madam President?" But soon I think so. I say, "Wait, that voice. I know that voice anywhere." But soon looking up, I see Akano saying, "Seriously? I knew I had to deal with Sona and Tsubaki and their peerage, but I didn't think I would have to deal with Akano. And if she's here, then..." Soon I look at a familiar crimson-haired girl with a body quite seductive. That with also seeing that of lacy black underwear as well, without realizing it. However, I make it seem like I'm not blushing, given that this shouldn't be an embarrassing situation, and not only that, I don't get embarrassed that easily. With soon saying, "I'm so sorry. Allow me to help you up." With soon, the girl Rias grabs onto Leon's hand, saying, "Oh, I should see where I was going. No, that was my fault. I was too busy trying to get to my classroom and I didn't know where I was going. Let me apologize and introduce myself. My name is Leon Katoshi, and you are?" Rias Grimmery. "I'm a second year." Saying, "Oh, that means you're my senpai, upperclassmate, right?" With soon Rias saying, "You know quite a bit of Japanese culture." Saying, "Well, I am half Japanese, so I'm used to it. But at any rate, let me apologize again, and I'll catch you later. Hopefully, Lady Rias. Later." As soon Leon leaves for his classroom, with soon Rias saying, "Now that was shocking and surprising." But soon Akano saying, What is it, Madam President?" Saying, "Normally, the Grimmery family trait is that of charm. Anyone who sees a Grimmery has that of, can basically charm and seduce anybody from any gender. But it seemed like he wasn't affected at all. It almost seems like he didn't even care. It also didn't help that he saw my panties and yet he still wasn't really embarrassed." Within, Akano saying, "Oh my, is Madam President quite feeling a bit, feeling like her pride was hurt?" Saying, "Well, not entirely, but I am interested in this boy. His name was Leon Katoshi, right? And he lives where the same man that Konako saw last night, Israel." Saying, "Yes. So, not only so, he is a prime target of we need to keep an eye on." Saying, "Yes." With that, Leon soon head to his classroom, where he soon introduced himself, as many people wanted to ask questions. With then soon, yes, he answers multiple questions, some that he was willing to answer, some that he wasn't, and some that he just didn't He just didn't want to bother whatsoever. With that, day goes by, with it now being that of lunch, with many girls staring and looking at him, and many guys basically wishing for his death and him to drop and basically go away. He soon heads to the top of the school roof as he looks up, seeing, get a good view of the town from up here. Not surprising. Also, the Occult Research Club room's old school building too. It's only a couple ways up though, so not really much of a problem. With soon looking down, he can hear screaming, as it being the Kendo Club chasing the perverted trio, saying, right on cue. I was waiting for the perfect chance to strike. With that, soon, Leon goes over the fence and jumps down. However, he soon lands softly to make sure that he doesn't make a giant crater, and hopefully that nobody saw him, as he made sure that nobody saw him though. With that, he soon runs to the perverted trio, having his arms out and right foot forward. With Hanmana and Matsuda basically getting hit by Leon's clothesline, and Issei getting forward kicked in the gut. With them trying their best to make sure that they were getting away from the Kendo Club, they didn't know where they were running into. With all three of them groaning in pain. With soon, the Kendo girls see Leon. Within all of them stop. However, two girls that are a lot more visible than the others actually come up saying, "Hey, aren't you that new transfer kid?" With saying, "Yep, that's me. My name is Leon Katoshi. It's a pleasure to meet you, ladies. And can I ask, why were you guys chasing them? I figured it had to be a good reason why, so I helped out." With soon, the girls couldn't help but blush. Within, a girl with that of brown pigtails, being Moriyama, saying, "Because those perverts keep on peeping on us. It's been like this for the entire year, and they won't just stop." With then a girl with that of short pink hair, being Katose, saying, "And we're giving them the lesson that they deserve." With soon saying, "Wait, seriously? That's the reason why? Come on, guys. Don't you have any self-respect for ladies like this?" With many of the girls blushing, even Katose and Moriyama too. With then Matahama saying, "So, you can't say that. Come on. You have no right to talk." With Matsuda saying, "Yeah, you're just a damn pretty boy. You can get all the girls all you want." With soon Leon saying, No, I am no pretty boy. I see myself more than handsome than pretty. But other than that, it's just disrespectful to these ladies. Don't you think that you're basically sexually harassing them because of it?" Within Issei saying, "Hey, we wouldn't go that far. I'm pretty sure peeping on girls while they're changing is sexual harassment. Wouldn't you ladies agree?" With then soon all the Kendo girls couldn't help but agree. With soon by saying, "How about this? Since I'm new here, I'll let you guys off on a warning. Peep on the girls again, and you'll be wishing that these girls actually beat the living shit out of you today instead. How's that sound?" As I give them that of a innocent smile, but a bit. However, I'm showing a part of a mere fraction of my magical power, but not enough that calls for the devils of Kuo to figure me out. With soon they feeling that of fear and scared, with even some of the girls feeling scared too. Within them running them off, saying, "Yes, sir." Within, I look at Issei, but for a split second, I felt a a huge amount of magical power coming from him. Also from me, almost breaking my magic suppressing bracelet. However, I made sure to contain it. Within, Issei felt it too, as he felt pain from his left hand, as he clenched onto it before he ran off with his other perverted friends, with Soon saying, "Damn it! I didn't think it would be that. I didn't think it would happen that simple. I was trying my best to suppress my magic powers. If this continues, he might awaken his sacred gear earlier than I expected. Well, if it happens, it happens. But I don't plan on my plans being ruined because of the harem protagonist bastard. That harem king title won't belong to him. It'll belong to me more." As Leon says this in his mind, within, the kendo girl saying, "We couldn't help but thank you, but did you really have to let them go off on a... They truly deserve getting beaten. I mean, you guys beat them constantly over and over again and chased them as well. Do you really think that's been helping them?" Saying, "No. Also, why not tell the student council about this either? Like, tell them that they've been doing this for so long." Within, Moriyama saying, "We have! We've even been telling teachers about this, and yet nothing's been done. It's so annoying." But soon, Leon saying, "Of course not. Because Sona and Rias are the ones in charge of this damn school. They're probably already aware of Issei's sacred gear, so that's why they're not doing shit. Ugh, so annoying. I may be a pervert, but I'm at least a pervert that understands goddamn boundaries." Within, Katose saying, "But still, thank you for helping us out, Katoshi-kun." Saying, you don't have to call me that. Just call me Leon. I prefer that more than my last name." After that, Leon gives them that of a kind-hearted and loving smile, with soon many of the girls actually blushing quite a bit, and with soon Moriyama and Katose also blushing quite a bit. Within, I get a notification saying plus 20 affection with Moriyama, plus 20 affection with Katose, plus 15 obedience from Moriyama, plus 15 obedience from Katose. Saying, "Well, damn, I didn't expect that. It's a good start, actually." With Soon saying, So you were taking a break, Leon-kun?" Saying, basically. I was planning on heading to the, rooftop to eat my lunch, but when I saw what happened here, I couldn't just sit by and do nothing for you, lady. And especially since I've been hearing rumors of the perverted trio all day, and I've been wanting to see what these guys are like, and frankly, not impressed." Within, Moriyama sighing, saying, "You're telling us we've been here? Many of us girls have been here since since this place was still a girls only school, but ever since Gremory-sama and Shitori-sama showed up, it became that of a co-ed school. We're not really complaining. There are some cute guys here, but just not a lot. But we already know all of them are perverts." With soon Leon saying, "Figures as much. I mean, I only came to the school because it had a good curriculum, and mostly because people from my dad's company recommended this place for me, especially when it came co-ed. But I wasn't really sure about it at first. I didn't want to make any of the girls feel uncomfortable with my presence, if there was barely any guys after all." With scratching the back of my head, feeling like that of a nervous and shy guy. Within, Moriyama and Katase blushing once again, saying, within a notification showing plus 20 affection from Moriyama, plus 20 affection from Katase. Saying, "Damn, these girls are really down bad for kind-hearted guys. Well, when you got the perverted trio constantly, peeping on you day in and day out, I guess having having pure on affection from a guy being nice and caring for once actually makes sense. Well, whatever. It makes things easier. Hell, probably after this month, I'll already probably max out my affections for them. Hopefully. With then Katose soon saying, "Hey, Leon-kun, have you decided to join a club yet?" Saying, "Huh? Oh, no. I didn't think that clubs were mandatory." Within Moriyama saying, "Well, not all clubs are, but if you like to have a good resume, I mean, it is a good idea." Saying, "Oh, cool. If it's possible, I think I would like to join the kendo club." With soon, both girls couldn't help but gleam at hearing this. With soon seeing plus 10 affection from Moriyama, plus 10 affection from Katose. You have reached 50 affection with Moriyama. Perk, Way of the Sword. You gain more affection with those who learn in that of swordplay and swordsmanship. Within Katose, Perk, Way of the Sword. Perk already gained rerouting. Gain 20 proficiency using that of katana-based weapons. Saying, well, damn. I didn't expect that already. Well, soon saying, oh, wait. The kendo club is still an all-girls club. We can't really accept any boys yet. Saying, damn. Well, that's a shame. Well, if you like. I mean, it didn't say... I mean, sure, it may be an all-girls club, but that doesn't mean I can't help you guys out. With soon Moriyama saying, you know how to use a sword? Well, I doubt. I do a little bit of self-taught kendo training. I wouldn't say I'm pretty good at it, as I give them that of a beaming smile. Within soon, Kato say, we would be love to have you. Maybe after school today? Within Leon saying, oh, I would love to, but I already have plans with a friend of mine today. How about tomorrow? I would love to help out. Where soon both girls feel disappointed, but after hearing that you'll help them tomorrow, they couldn't help but bright up, saying, of course. With then Leon soon walks away before putting his hands in his sweatshirt, saying, easy as pie. I didn't think it would be that easy. I mean, come on. But given that these girls are basically side characters, and when you have girls like Rias, Akano, Tsubaki, Momo, and many of the other devil girls, why would you want normal girls like them? Unfortunately, I'm gonna change that. Now I just need to find my third target. Hopefully, I can run in her before the school runs out. But I still got time. But first, I am starving. I wonder what DeLuke made me for lunch. Soon after lunch bell ends and about to head back to my class, I soon bump into another girl saying, God damn it, again? Seriously, why do I keep bumping into? Soon I get a notification. Plus 60 affection from Eika Kyayu. With soon my eyes basically widen from the notification. With soon saying, what the fuck? With then Eika actually staring straight at Leon's manhood. With then soon I saying, are you okay? With then she pouting a little bit saying, yeah, I'm doing okay. You're that transfer student, right? Saying, oh, yeah, name's Leon Katashi. Saying, Eika Kyayu. Saying, oh, yeah, you're that perverted girl that rivals the perverted trio, and we're in the same class, if I recall, too. With soon saying, aw, you've noticed me. Saying, well, I wasn't for sure, but after hearing rumors about you, I couldn't help. Saying, aw. And also, you were staring pretty close to my crotch, so care to explain that? Saying, oh, I just can tell the size of all the guys I see. And let's just say, yours is quite something. as she begins blushing before plus 10 affection with Eika Kuryu, saying, "Oh my god, this girl is horny as fuck!" And I think I'm gonna love it. Internally, I have that of a devious smile, but on my face, I have that of a plain smile, saying, "Oh, okay. Well then, it's a pleasure to meet you. Hey, are you doing anything?" Well, saying, "Oh, today? Basically, yeah. I have some plans with a friends of mine. But tomorrow, after I'm done with helping out the Kendo Club, I don't mind hanging out with you." Saying, "Wait, really?" "Yeah. I mean, you seem like just because you seem like a pervert doesn't mean you don't seem like a bad person. I mean, unlike the perverted trio that I saw just a little while ago peeping on the Kendo Club, you seem a lot more, well, contained. You may talk about your perversions, but you don't act on them, unlike those bastards who do sexual harassment." Saying, "Aw, I appreciate that." Plus 5 affection from Eika Kuryu, with then saying, "Wow, damn. Just like Moriyama and Kato say, it only makes sense you be attention starved, especially a girl like her who's literally a pervert. Honestly, I'm more surprised that no guys actually go after her in general. She doesn't even look that bad." Again, the damn devils in this town really know how to screw up good girls like her. With then saying, "All right, I'll catch you. We should probably head back to class together, if you don't mind." Saying, "What? You don't mind any rumors?" Psst, I could give a shit about what people have rumors about. I could be friends on whoever I want, just not the perverted trio. That's literally a death sentence of the social climate style. And I may be an introvert, but at least I want to still have standards." With soon, Eika couldn't help but smile, saying, "Oh, I think I'm gonna like you." With soon she getting way too close to me, as on my face it almost looks like I get embarrassed for a bit before turning back to normal, not seeming like I'm bothered by it. With that, the day goes by quite a bit. With then, I head back home, thinking, well, better get to training. I want to at least get my levels up a little bit higher. That almost reminds me. If I'm going to start my guild, I'm going to need a name for it. It's been basically nameless this entire time. As I soon open my gamer tab, go to guild, as it still shows Leon, Ragna, and Diluc. As soon I say guild name, saying, let's see, what should I choose? As I began thinking quite a bit as I continued walking, I soon snapped my fingers saying, perfect. As I put in the order of flames, saying, perfect. I choose normally, the old me would have just chosen it because it sounds like a badass name and it has the power of fire. But honestly, I choose it because no matter how dim the spark, no matter how weak the people in my guild may be, once they become part of me, join my guild, they'll become a raging inferno that burns anyone who comes near. Perfect. Soon, I confirmed the name. The Order of Flames now created. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And sorry that this is really, really, really goddamn long. Honestly, I really wanted to make this chapter a special one, given that this is where all the plans began to converge. Not only that, since Sona and Rias are already, suspicious of Leon, so there's that as well. Not only that, some of you may probably have problems with Moriyama, Katase, and Eika basically already having high affection for Leon, or rather me after all. But let me explain. This series has girls who are basically devils. The hottest girls that are considered literally gods to some of the side characters in this series. Honestly, Moriyama and Katase aren't really half bad. They're actually pretty hot themselves. Hell, if they became devils, I think they would be that everybody would be looking at them too. I mean, Konako has a freaking fan club. And unless you like lollybait, hell the fuck no. So yeah, also, Eika, she's literally a freaking pervert. Not only that, I'm pretty sure she would be horny as hell as well. So yeah, of course she would already have automatic high affection once she saw, well, Leon's manhood, of course. So yeah. Any rate, and also I hope you guys like the name I chose for my guild as well, being the Order of Flames. It's just, I feel like it's perfect for what I'm wanting to do for the story and the characters I bring into my guild at least as well. So yeah, any rate, hope you guys enjoy. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to read them. Also, please hit that subscribe button and that, well, bell notification to keep up to date with my videos when I upload. And if you guys really like this series, I might continue it. I'm still going to do what if, well, Joker was in Highschool DxD as well, but it may not come out as much as as this one. So just letting you guys know. And please check out my Discord, gaming channel, main channel, and Patreon. All linked in the description below if you guys feel like it. So, with all that said, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later, guys, and take care.